Whoa! 12 hours to go? What do you mean? Oh, Strive Beta? 12 hours to go. True. How's it going, folks? Welcome to a very special live stream. We're gonna be building One Piece Fighters from scratch. We're gonna be making that game. You guys love the Naruto Fighters video? And I thought about One Piece Fighters a bit. Thought about it for a bit. Then I also thought there's no one better to build this game with than Mr. Tyrant UK. This man has thought about One Piece Fighters more than any of you in chat. More than me. And that's just a fact. He's been thinking about it for ages now. Bonus points, he's also a Bandai Namco employee, so that means he can actually make this happen. No pressure. I'm gonna call my man, see if he picks up, see if he's ready. Let's see. Tyrant!
Hello.
Yo!
Hey, what's going on, man?
Terrific. How are you?
I'm excellent. How's it going?
Yeah, good. I don't remember a single time that I've talked with Tyrant and didn't have a good time.
Hey, man, it's always a good time. It's always a good time.
Man, I've been looking forward to this.
Hell yeah, man.
Awesome. I hear that we're gonna have your face on stream.
Yeah, man. Let me just. Oh, I thought it was there. Okay, hold on. It should be fine. Is Discord okay? Discord is good.
Discord is good.
There we go. That should be good to go.
Okay. Just need to do a little setting up on my end, and oh, look at that. That was faster than I was expecting. So we got Tyrant. That setup was terrible.
What's going on, guys?
I can do it better, Chad. I promise. I've done this before. This is not my first rodeo. There we go. Good framing.
Yo, there we go. That looks good. I can see it on your stream. So.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, Tyrant. How long have you been thinking about One Piece Fighters? Be honest.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know, I'm a long-time fan of One Piece, and once I saw that Dragon Ball FighterZ was a thing, I was, like everybody else, I was like, yo, come on, man, like they've got to branch out now. This is so good that they'd be missing an opportunity if they didn't give the same treatment to, other anime series with all these different characters and powers. It's just a no-brainer, right? So. It's definitely been on the back of my mind since I saw Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Since you saw Dragon Ball FighterZ, that was what, 4 years ago? You've been thinking about this game for 4 years.
Yeah, man. Like, come on. Like, it's just too good. Like, One Piece has got the legacy. It's got the fan base. It's one of the all-time greats. So
I hear you.
I'm actually honored that you invited me on here to do this. So this is cool, man.
Dude, I can't think of anyone better. Like, I can't build this game without you. I legit cannot. I think she's been thinking about this for way too long. I was gonna miss out on some good ass expertise.
Yeah, man.
When you think One Piece Fighters, are you thinking 3v3, same as Fighters, or are you thinking a different format?
I think a 3v3 would be good. I feel like with these big series with so many different characters, same as the Marvel vs. Capcom games, there's too much of there's too many characters that you want to show off and have those crazy all-out brawls. So I feel like with One Piece especially, all the different fruit powers and stuff, it's definitely one that would fit perfectly in a 3v3 environment, with assists and team supers, all that kind of stuff. So I feel like it's a perfect fit for a 3v3,
Yeah, I definitely went back and forth a little bit with the Naruto Fighters video, where it was like, okay, traditionally we think of Naruto as a 3-on-3 game, but that's mostly because of the legacy of the Storm games. And because like you look at the universe of Naruto and it's teams of 4 usually. It's like
that's true.
3 Genin plus a Jonin. So on that video I made sort of in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, where you have the Infinity Stones, you can pick one of them in addition to your team.
Yes.
I brought up Power Rangers as an example that does 3v3, but then you also pick a Megazord, and I was like, you pick a Mentor buff and also make it 3v3. And
That
I
would be
think
cool.
Yeah, and I think that'd be cool. Someone in chat also had the idea of like you pick a tailed beast as your power up, and that was awesome.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
like
just
that.
wondering, like at the base level, as far as format goes, do we keep it a 3v3 game, or is there something that thematically One Piece could bring to the table that is a bit different? And it doesn't have to be, you know, this is partially what we would like to see and partially what makes sense for the anime. But also, don't forget Dragon Ball is a 3-on-3 game, and you don't think of Dragon Ball being a 3-on-3.
Exactly. Yeah. Like Dragon Ball is you know, it's actually fairly surprising that it was a 3-on-3, and I feel like all that's like that goes back to the developers. They just looked at what works, what's popular. It's like there's so many mechanics from FighterZ that obviously just taken straight from Marvel 3. So I feel like that's just what they wanted to do there. So I feel like, you know, if it worked for Dragon Ball, I don't see any reason why it would work for would not work for One Piece. I mean, One Piece, obviously you have the different crews, but you know, you're not going to have teams of like 8 or 9 versus teams of 8 or 9. So I honestly, I don't see why,
unless
3v3s.
everyone is a Ginyu.
Yeah. Everyone like just cool, like you just. I mean, that would work for some characters, but I don't know, man. Like I don't know. Like I feel like I mean, we're gonna get more into character specifics later, but that could work for like you know, Sanji's family with the like I don't know. We can get into that later. But
Yeah,
that's
we
just,
can get into that later for sure. Yeah. Okay, we've got the format down. It's a 3v3, simple. We don't need to elaborate much more on that because like it's literally the same as FighterZ. Now I think the next step is what kind of fighting game is it? As far as like movement goes, like its arc system works. Do we do the full arc system movement of air dashes, double jumps, and all of that? Also, we need to think about universal mechanics because we don't have a super dash. So what else do we have? How do we build this thing? Basically, we're building the basics of the fighting game. Is this something you thought about, or was your One Piece FighterZ dream something a bit more abstract?
Yeah, no, to be honest with you, like I feel like I haven't really thought too much about which kind of mechanics I would like to see in the game.
Yeah. That's fine. We're building it. We're doing it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think. So obviously we need like some kind of defensive mechanic, you know. We need to be able to deal with pressure. So obviously with FighterZ you have reflect and like vanish and stuff, and anti-air options and things like that.
Yeah, guard cancels. Yeah.
Guard cancel, exactly. I feel like something like that would be important for One Piece, but what you need to also consider is, you know, these guys, not every character has the insane superhuman powers of Dragon Ball characters. So
exactly, you gotta think of universal mechanics for Luffy and Nami at the same time.
Exactly right. So maybe some kind of pushback. I wouldn't even hate reflect, to be honest with you, but like maybe we look more at the other Marvel games. We look at like push blocking, maybe maybe some kind of a push block would be good to have, you know. Yeah, I'm trying to think here how things would work.
Push block sounds good. Make some unique animations. You make Luffy go balloon. You make you make, I don't know, Zoro just has a parry animation maybe.
Yeah, there's so many cool things, like just thinking about what the characters could potentially do and stuff. Yeah, man, like it's theorizing. Maybe I want to see somehow the Dendemushi's involved, like with like as a mechanic somehow. Like whether it's, I don't know, there's one that gets you out of danger, or there's one that like, I don't know, create space between the enemy or something. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think, because that's an item that like you see throughout the entire series, right? Like everyone can use one of those things. So, I don't know. Like that could be involved somehow, but I have no idea how.
Oh yeah, Usopp using the impact dial.
Exactly. Yeah.
Block.
Something like that.
I like that. Let's just type some ideas. Luffy does balloon. Usopp does impact dial. I like that. Yeah.
Like a lot of characters have these different kind of animations they could do, right? Like Chopper turns into like a ball as well and can like push
Chopper
them away
does,
or whatever.
Chopper turns into ball. Beautiful. Beautiful examples. Chat really wants a parry. I don't see why though. Like, how is that? That is a character specific thing. I don't think that's a universal thing.
I feel like that would be kind of I feel like like I agree. Like a character with a parry would be kind of like a high end, hard to use character. But like, you know, these parries are huge reward. So once you get the timing down, you get rewarded greatly for that.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I don't know how that
I can
would
see
work
Blackbeard having a parry. Absolutely, just black hole parry sort of a thing. Even a parry super
exactly.
even.
Yeah, I feel like for Blackbeard especially, he should be a very hard to master character. You know, like I feel like he should be hard to play, but very high reward. You know.
Yeah.
But like I said, we're gonna get into that later.
I thought about this the other day, and this is actually a fun challenge because Luffy's gimmick is stretchy limbs. And stretchy limb characters are usually on the technical side of fighting games.
I know.
But he's the main character, so you got to make him casual friendly. This is a fun challenge. Actually.
I know. I would say for Luffy, give him some normals. Like give him, I don't know, one of his normals, because we haven't even thought about buttons or anything, or how you know what kind of buttons the game's gonna have.
That's true. We got to talk about it. Like on universal systems. I guess that also covers it. Arcs is just in general. If you want to do a fast button layout, you do ABC plus special. So light, medium, heavy, and a special button, same as Dragon Ball FighterZ. They have also done this for Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. BB Tag follows a similar format, not exactly. It's ABC plus tag in that case. What else?
Yeah, so honestly, I'd be happy keeping the button layout the same as FighterZ, if I'm honest with you. Like I don't see any reason to change what works. You know, people are happy with that. I say keep it the same as that.
I gotta shoot noob. Sorry, stretchy characters are lame as fuck. You're talking to a kid Bill Main. You gotta be shot. You got shot. Sorry, I gotta shoot you. It's just how it works.
Yeah, big mistake. No, I got you.
Some more things we gotta keep in mind is hockey. Because that sounds like something that will come into play either as a character specific thing or as a universal system. Just something we have to keep in mind. I remember Burning Blood had an interesting take that I don't think applies anymore. But Burning Blood had this interesting mechanic of hockey versus Logia. And
okay.
Basically, you would press a button and you would go into Logia mode and no attacks would hit you. Unless your character had hockey, in which case you press the hockey button and you immediately eliminate their Logia. So there was some counterplay there where you would pick a team of 3, but you always wanted to have at least one hockey in case the opponent had a Logia character. Yeah. So that was a very interesting system. I don't think it applies anymore because I think One Piece has these specific, I would call them timed hype events, where Logia used to be all the hype, and then hockey became all the hype as it countered Logia. I think now there's a new type of hockey that is sort of being very hyped in the anime. We don't need to get into specifics if you're not watching. So like I feel like the Logia times are behind us at this point, so we can't just rip that off. But hockey just feels too important to ignore. So that's something that maybe it could just be an animation. Honestly, maybe we don't even have to go into it. It's just like, hey, this super has hockey.
Or like certain moves as like a priority system of some kind in play. That could be useful. Maybe there's like different character types. Like that's a really good idea. Like you could have some characters that don't have fruit powers. Maybe you could like give them certain moves that uses like, I don't know, some kind of sea prism stone that like really counterplays like fruit users. Perhaps, you know, so they have a chance, because characters like Nami and stuff, like they don't have anything, so it'd be nice to give them something that like makes them want to be picked,
right?
With regards to that, so maybe like types and stuff, you know, like that'd be an interesting way, because like we don't really see that in fighting games too much, because it like would kind of make some characters way more usable than others. like counter picking would become ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But that could be cool because that would make the game different.
It would. I'm thinking if that kind of violates the fighters aspect of this, because I think one of the fundamental things about fighters, and maybe you agree, maybe you don't, is that it took the Smash approach. Where you can just pick different characters and you just kind of do the same thing. They have some specifics that change, but just kind of do the same thing with all the characters and it works. At higher level, it doesn't. But yeah, that's the Smash approach also. Like once you get into the nitty gritty, the meta, you need to learn how to use each character's optimals, and that changes things a little bit. By doing character types, I don't know if we're deviating from that. We might not be. Not yet. It depends on how many types, I guess. Yeah,
I agree. Like I feel like if you just do like 3 types, maybe, and then like some of them count as some characters, some count as other characters. But I agree with you. Like if you start doing that, it's gonna start. The balance becomes really difficult. And at the start of development for fighters, this is something that is interesting. So they actually wanted to keep a lot of the power levels and stuff in check, but then they just scrapped the idea because it became too difficult, to handle character balance and things like that. Because
interesting,
looking at characters like Yamcha destroying Beerus, it doesn't make any sense. But if you're making a fighting game, that needs to be possible.
Exactly.
To keep it.
And that's why they made up that entire story mode and like, okay, we're gonna reduce everyone's power to the same level. Right. To justify it in game. I like the question in chat. Does Sanji hit women in this game?
That's a good point, actually. Like, yeah,
it has to. Actually. He has to. This is not
he has
force.
to. There's no way around it. There's no way around it, really. Like, he has to. So, unless we can think of a clever way to like get around that. But yeah, I have no idea how that would work because he would have to.
I wonder if that's actually an IP restriction. I wonder if that's actually coming from the licensor going, no, Sanji cannot hit women.
How does it work in the other games? Because I don't really even play like any of the arena fighters or anything like that.
In Jump Force he doesn't do it, but I think in other games he has done it.
Okay.
I think Jump Force was the first one to be like, nope.
Wow, if you pick him versus a female character, he just can't attack, or what?
He attacks, but instead of the hit stun animation, just hearts come out and they don't take damage.
Okay. I had no idea.
Yeah. And there's no hit stun, so at any point during a combo, you can just press a button and interrupt him. it's really
funny,
dumb.
I had no idea. That's hilarious though.
Xenon, thank you for the sub 6 months. Also for Fantasy Fighters, is it possible to choose a full random team? No, you gotta pick your characters. We can't go into the team selector and pick random. It doesn't work. So that's actually, Tyrant, that's something, putting a pin on this discussion for a little bit, that's something I wanted to talk to you about. We have this Fantasy Fighters League. Okay. We're gonna do this every Monday, and it's basically CPU battles.
Okay.
So everyone's picking characters, and we had 32 slots for this, and it filled up in a day. So we've extended it to 64, and now we have a lot of free slots. We'd actually be honored if you made a team.
Okay. That sounds fun.
Yeah, so I actually tagged you on the Discord, so if you can look at it later, you can like figure out who you want, because there's character buffs depending on whether they're the point, mid, or anchor. And like literally all it requires from you is to pick a team, and then it's done. For the next 9 weeks, your team will play under your banner.
Sick. Yeah. Oh, that sounds awesome. I'm down.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Cool. If you guys want to sign up, we still have 22 slots left. Subscribe now and go submit your teams on that chat. That's it. Back to One Piece. Did you ever look at One Piece 3DS game for Marxist? I did. It does not look good.
No, I think I saw it, but I didn't play it or like look at any gameplay or anything like that. But it wasn't good.
Oh man, it looks rough. Even for like a Narcissist Nintendo DS game.
Yeah.
I think the Dragon Ball game looked so much better. This one, it's almost like they cut back on drawing and on drawing sprites, so some of the animations are so rough.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Feels bad.
Feels bad. I was actually looking at that, going like, okay, let's see what kind of mechanics they put in here. It looks like a Mugen, so it's couldn't really learn much from it to take inspiration into this.
I'm so old school, dude. The like One Piece games, or the games I played with One Piece characters, Battle Stadium Dawn on the GameCube, going way back, and Jump Superstars on the original DS. Those games that game was so fun, man. That game's awesome. It was so sick. But this is going way back, man. Like I picked up World Seeker. It's obviously not a fighting game, but like I got like the collector's edition. I only wanted the devil fruit like statue that came with it. You can see it behind me, but like that's about it.
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, it meshes because it's blue, so like your background's also blue. Kind of
yeah, like I haven't really played any since, but like, man, I love theorizing when it comes to like fighting games and stuff. So
yeah, World Seeker had I don't like the combat too much in World Seeker, but the story in that game, it builds up the island in a way that the island becomes a character, and it's super well written. I actually
that's sick.
Yeah, I actually love playing through the story, and the exploration is pretty nice too.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you ever find the time to do it, I highly recommend. Like the combat bits are a bit brainless and annoying, but everything else I really liked.
Awesome. I might have to pop it in and give it a go.
Yeah, how will the meter work? Maybe we need to take some chat questions and maybe focus our attention a little bit, because I feel like we have a lot of topics and we're kind of don't know where to start. So how will meter work? You can't have Haki power or Devil Fruit's power for everyone. Should it be something new or unnamed? Yeah, I think we can tackle that issue easily and just call it meter and just say it's a fighting game thing.
Yeah. You just have bar. Like I feel like we don't need to focus on 7 bars or anything, because that was obviously for Dragon Ball. It makes sense to have 7. So
yeah, just get the one bar, the one piece. That's it.
Yeah, they could call it like something gimmicky, like they could call it like your treasure meter or something like that. I don't know. Or
treasure meter,
or like your berry meter or something like that. I don't know. Like
dude,
you could have
Nami needs a treasure gimmick. She needs to steal your opponent's pockets, just get that meter, cash it in.
That would actually be a sick idea. Yes, that would be cool to call the meter like the bar, like your treasure. You know, treasure meter or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. Then it doesn't make sense for the Marines, though.
That's true. Yeah. Your bounty, maybe you could call it your bounty.
Bounty's got to be the ranking system.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's true. It doesn't count for like Navy characters.
It's actually straight up Guilty Gear, isn't it? You have a bounty too.
Yeah, that's legit the same.
Nami with Johnny coins, love it.
cat burglar. Like she would definitely need to have some kind of like stealing. Like she would take like your bar or something like that. Like her whole thing is like being a thief, right? So.
Yeah. Okay. We'll keep meter unnamed. We maybe keep the same fighter structure of like EX moves and supers are the things that cost meter. We could add something to replace a vanish, though I don't know exactly what.
Yeah, I don't know about like.
And like when you envision this game, like okay, you start a combo. What's that combo look like? Like how crazy does it get? Is it a Marvel combo? Is it a?
I think maybe you get I think keep it similar to Marvel. You get like 1 wall bounce, 1 ground bounce, 1 launch, and you can like mix that together however you want, you know. So I feel like with Dragon Ball, it's obviously you have the smash mechanic, right? Slide and knock down. There's no real OTGs in Dragon Ball FighterZ, to be honest with you.
No, it's just Vegeta.
Yeah.
And Broly.
Exactly, yeah. So maybe kind of like Marvel Infinite, where like you knock them down. There's kind of you can just OTG whenever, until like the hit stun decay runs out or whatever. So yeah, I feel like we keep it fairly easy to pick up for like fighting game players, but also for casuals.
Yeah, easy to pick up, and then you say Marvel, and it doesn't fit into the same sentence.
I know. You need to keep things like auto combos in the game, basically.
Yeah.
You know, basically, if you do like an auto combo, maybe it like uses all of the 3 mechanics. So like you do like auto combo, it knocks them off the wall and chase it, like, you know, goes in for an approach, launches them up and just knocks them down. So auto combos, you know, they're not as good as doing manual combos maybe, but they do have a place, kind of like FighterZ, you know.
I hear you totally. For as much as I hate auto combos sometimes, they are a necessity, and it's the DNA of fighters. It's part of what makes it successful.
They have a place, you know, like they're
true.
I feel like when you include things like that, it's actually risky for developers because you're trying to make it easy to play for newcomers and people that don't really play fighting games. But at the same time, don't forget, like, I don't even say like their core audience is like hardcore fighting game players, because that's just not true, because the actual fighting game community is pretty small time compared to like a lot of the casual people that play these games. So you kind of have to cater to the casuals more, if I'm honest. So
and you do that with easy buttons, you do that with graphics, you do that with characters. That's what matters.
Exactly. So it's actually a tricky subject, but yeah, I would say keep auto combos in the game, keep them like somewhat effective, but like not overpowered, you know.
Yeah, chat was freaking out about the ABC structure, so I just changed it to light, medium, heavy. We're like, what does that mean? What language is that? Okay, chill. Chill.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Yeah, I hear the auto combos. This is a lot of extension stuff, though. I think it definitely, like, a launcher is such a comfortable thing to have in fighting games. Like, you know that if you confirm into launcher, you'll be like, okay, then I know the rest of my combo. So you start attacking someone, and you don't know if they're gonna block or if they're gonna get hit. But being able to confirm into launcher, take a breather, and, you know, in fighters you go super dash, and then you finish your combo. It's such a comfortable thing, and I think it needs to be there.
Yeah. Maybe, like, obviously, super dashing won't exist. Like, that's
exactly.
that's not a thing. But I say if we keep it kind of like Marvel, where if you do the launcher, all you have to do then is just press up. You know, you just jump, and it will automatically super jump up to the opponent. You know, because everybody can jump in one piece. You know, jumping is not a problem. Then we get like into double jumps and things like that.
Yeah, do we do it? Do we go full arc assist? Do we go air dashes and double jumps?
I think we go double jumps, and then we give some characters triple jumps.
Ooh.
Yeah, because some characters are obviously going to be more comfortable in the air, right? I say like for example, Robin would have to have a triple jump. Because she can use the wings, right?
Oh, right, the wings. Yeah, just give her a Zamasu float.
Yeah.
Air dashes?
I would say yes, because it actually opens up more combo structure and more combo potential. I feel like if you don't have much air movement options, I feel like the game's gonna suffer. The game would suffer in terms of like, you know, fun. we want to be able to, like, you know, when it comes to a tag team fighting game, the main thing for me is to keep the combos interesting, keep the players engaged with like fun combos and things like that. That's why at the start of FighterZ lifespan, people were kind of like, well, there's not really that much in the game. You know, it's just
God, I forgot about that. Yeah,
ABC knockdown.
Oh, FighterZ is done. Like, we've already discovered FighterZ 2 weeks in.
Exactly.
I remember that.
I mean, even towards the end of season 2, combo routes were looking a bit dry. But then season 3, now they opened up different assists. They gave us, you know, vanish on hit was cancelable. All these extra things became available, and it really did open up a ton of things. So you need to think about that. You need to think about how we make combos fun and how we keep the players exploring and looking for things. So I feel like having an air dash is definitely going to keep things, you know, fresh and interesting. So I say yes.
Yeah, for sure. Jumping moves is kind of tricky though, says Ragnar. There's people who can just shoot from the ground after the launcher. Nami could hit them with wind and lightning, who's up as a ginormous amount of throwables, etc. I think you can make up a reason for all of the characters in One Piece to follow up a launcher. Whether it just be a super jump, Nami can float with a cloud if you want to, or just wind. You can, build a giant plant that carries Usopp up there. You can just get creative with that stuff.
Yeah. Like super jump animation is no problem. Like look at FighterZ. Everybody can super jump. Then DBZ, most characters can fly. But in One Piece, I feel like they can definitely come up with a reason for why they can jump up in the air. And it's not as difficult as FighterZ, where it's like, oh, how do we make Roshi super dash, because he can't do it. But in One Piece, I'm not talking about making the characters flying. I'm talking about just letting them jump up high, which everybody can do. So
yeah, for sure. Are we having a universal BNB to make the game easier to pick up? I think that's the auto combos.
I feel like there should just be an excuse. You just mash square and they'll do like a move that knocks them against the wall, goes in for a follow-up, the same thing, knocks him up in the air this time, and then knocks him down into a super or something simple like that.
And I think there can definitely be a Saiyan BNB also, like that's fine. We don't need to get into it here. I think there's a lot of stuff that we need to cover that we don't need to get into specific combo routes. Not yet. Okay, so I think we're starting to get a picture with all this stuff. We're starting to see, okay, this is what the offense looks like. Let's look at defense, which is where we left off, and now we're returning to it. Push block, I really like that idea. If we have push block, is push block free? It can't be.
In Marvel, it was actually like you just block and press 2 buttons and it pushes them away. But I feel like here maybe it should cost bar, to do it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like now we're getting a bit more frivolous with meter and stuff. I feel like push block should come at a cost.
Yeah, because this is not on a gap. This is during block stun, so it needs to cost something. Does it cost anything in Skullgirls?
I have no idea. I've only played Skullgirls a couple of times.
Chat will tell me for sure. I think it's free, actually. No, yeah, it is free. Yeah, BB Tech does cost meter. Guilty Gear costs meter too. Skullgirls is free.
Maybe there's like 2 types of push block. So maybe there's like one that pushes back a little bit, but not too much. That costs like a small amount of bar, like half a bar or whatever. And then maybe there's like a super version that will just push them full screen. That costs like a full bar or something.
Right, and we can just call that the guard cancel, and it's also push block.
Yeah, I think that would be interesting.
Push block, a minor push block that sort of looks like Guilty Gear, where it's like the faultless defense.
Yeah.
Or is it FD or is it the other one? Or is it no? It's FD. IB is the timed one. Minor pushback, like FD in Guilty Gear Strive, where it's like you see that you lose some options on your block string, but you're still in your opponent's face. It's not like they just pushed you half screen.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's call it a guard cancel, which is a bigger pushback, cost meter.
It could even be like the same animation, but just like a different, or like screen freeze or something. Like just to make it more obvious that it pushes them away.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. I don't think we need more defensive.
Nah, I feel like you need to. Yeah, I feel like maybe there should be something similar to a vanish, but doesn't like it shouldn't switch sides. I don't think. Like I feel like.
Okay, so what do you mean something similar to a vanish then?
Something similar to a vanish in that, like I don't know, maybe on defense you can do like a dodge or something, and if it's successful, it's kind of like a parry.
The Bellmains rejoice. We're giving everyone a dodge.
Yeah. Maybe like I don't know if you've seen in Street Fighter 5 the parry that like Ryu does, like his V skill where he like dodges, and if you attack him, he like hits you and you go flying back, right? Maybe something like that costs bar. That's like, you gamble trying it, but if it's successful, it like will you get a good reward from it. You get like a full combo or something, or it crumples them.
That sure sounds cool. Like giving everyone a parry.
Yeah, I mean, it could have some weakness, like it could lose to throw and stuff. But I don't know, like whatever. I don't know. It's just trying to think of something else you could use on defense. But I feel like push block is enough, to be honest.
Yeah, you got a free push block. Like, you think about Skullgirls, how you deal with pressure in that game, and the reason why Skullgirls is a game where you don't finish combos, you just set up resets all the time, is because you hit your opponent twice on block and you get pushed back, and you're always risking pressing buttons from that point on because they might just push back and punish you. So like block strings in Skullgirls are scary because pushback is free. So if you give a free push block like that, which even though it is a minor one, like an FD in Guilty Gear, but you also give a bar to just return to neutral. Every time you have a bar, you're not blocking. Yeah, I don't know if we need more defensive mechanics.
No, I think that's fine, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you can't recklessly push block in Skullgirls. That's true. Yeah, you can't recklessly push block here either. Push block can always be baited. If you press a button and no one's attacking you, sure, you die. I guess in Guilty Gear you can just do the push block all the time. It costs meter though. Specifics. I guess we're getting into too many details for something like this.
Yeah, I feel like if we're gonna, theorize the thing, we just need to have like,
a skeleton, a framework,
mechanics.
Exactly.
Yeah, simple stuff. So
okay, we talked about character types. Are we married to that idea at this point?
Oh, praise the gifter of bushes.
Character types.
Oh, big gifts in chat. Blaze Master with a 5 gift subs. Thanks so much. If you guys just got a gift sub from Blaze Master, make sure to say thank you. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No worries. Yeah. No, of course, man. Of course. Shouts to the generous folks in chat. Character types, I don't know. I feel like it is an important part of the thing, but then we're talking about, this is not one of those arena brawler games. We're talking about a bona fide balanced fighting game. So you need to have everybody on an equal footing, I feel like. That's more important, to be honest with you. So that's difficult. I mean, it would be cool to have it as its own unique thing, like it separates it from other fighting games, but at the same time, it's like it gets too difficult to balance, and it gets too difficult to bring in characters down the line, and how they're going to fit in with the current roster and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Okay. Maybe come back to this after the roster is done, maybe.
Okay.
And we'll see if we want, because we can maybe just, like, if we have 3 character types, we can marry this to your idea of giving everyone something like a vanish and make that vanish unique to, okay, hockey users get this type of vanish, powerless get this type of vanish.
Yeah.
Logia
exactly.
get this type of vanish.
You get like maybe depending on which one you pick, it doesn't affect how they interact with the rest, or like how they how strong the character is. But it gives them a unique mechanic that only those types can have. So
right.
Yeah.
Someone in chat asked grabs. Do we do grabs like Dragon Rush in FighterZ? Because not many fighting games have reactable grabs.
It's more of a.
It's a very unique thing to FighterZ.
Yeah, it's more of a read or like a option select or something.
Yeah.
I feel like with FighterZ,
bush has arrived.
Yeah, it's its own thing. DR is like it's its own thing, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Leo, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the family. Yeah,
so
how we do grabs.
So I would say maybe keep it a bit more traditional with throws. I think air throws are cool for these games. Definitely cool. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like maybe
throws in tag games are fucking scary.
Yeah. Oh god, Marvel, man. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we just go for kind of like traditional throws, and then like I don't know, you can spend bar to extend them.
Ooh, I like that idea a lot.
Yeah. So like maybe similar to like Guilty Gear, where you can like Roman cancel. Maybe you can like maybe there's like a unit mechanic that will allow for combo extensions, kind of like how Vanish works in FighterZ, but like I don't know, like it you can cancel kind of any animation, so you can do the throw. So let's say you land an air throw, right? you throw your opponent to the ground. You like everyone has the same kind of thing. You bring them down to the floor, and then you can spend bar on impact to
use the ground bounce.
To use either the ground bounce or the wall bounce or something, and then extend the combo like that. So I feel like that could be cool.
Yeah, so okay, you do a traditional throw on the ground, you spend bar to extend the combo, spending the launcher, I guess. Spending the launcher, maybe the wall bounce too. Because it is a fast throw, you don't want to make it too powerful. Yeah, I guess I didn't think of that, but usually in Dragon Ball FighterZ you can react to the throws if you're playing offline. But you also get a big reward from landing a Dragon Rush. A lot more than you usually get by landing a throw in fighting games. In fighting games, you usually just throw and you're done. Skullgirls is maybe an exception, because you have one off the ground, always. So you throw, character falls, you still can combo off the ground. But most games you just throw and do nothing else. Guilty Gear has a 3-frame throw, I think. And you can Roman cancel, you can spend bar to extend into kind of a full combo, but not quite. So if we're having a traditional throw, it's either just throw and you're done with it, or you spend the bar to extend it into a combo that wouldn't be as big of a combo as like a normal BNB, but you get a good reward out of it. And it's a 3-on-3 game, so we can get crazy.
Like throws, traditionally the scaling is normally quite high. So even if you do extend, you're not getting a huge amount of damage anyway. You just, if it's to kill or if it's to maximize the combo potential, that's how that would work.
Okay, Shinobi, you troll. Potemkin's throws aren't that rewarding. You're talking about a command throw from a grappler. We're talking about universal systems here, okay? We're talking about forward dust. You forward dust with Potemkin, the reward isn't that big, okay? It's the same as everyone else. We're not talking command throws yet. That's character-specific stuff. We're on universal systems, you goddamn trolls. With animation at 100%. It has to have with animation.
Yeah. So like
when throws are this fast, you gotta be able to whiff punish them.
Yeah, for sure.
Whiff throws. Yeah, it's very Guilty Gear-esque, I would say, and I like it.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be the most recovery in the world. Like obviously enough that they can, if a mistimed throw would get you punished. But I don't feel like in a 3v3 fast-paced tag game, pressing throw should leave your character open for like 60 frames or something. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So yeah, it should be that if you make the wrong decision, you get punished for it, for sure.
And so far we're pulling, well, obviously from Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yeah.
We're pulling, I would say, a lot from Marvel.
I feel like if they did this, they would do this as well. They would they would look at FighterZ. They would look at what worked.
Oh yeah.
They would probably just take it over. To be honest with you,
just looking at what our inspirations have been so far, and I would say Guilty Gear Strive, especially here on the FD on the push block, and the throws also feel Strive-ish, with being able to spend bar to extend them. Everything else, combo structure is more MVC, and then you have everything else Dragon Ball FighterZ as a basis. I like that a lot. I think we have our universal systems down. We may return to character types and see if we're adding a vanish thing. But I think that's, as far as universal mechanics go, pretty good. Do we have a universal overhead? Yes or no?
I actually say no. I think that we give some characters overheads as part of their moveset, but I don't think there's need for a universal overhead.
I like it. Exert's 1-frame grab comes into chat. Don't do this. Don't do this. Let's not do that. Okay. We have the systems. Let's just close that out and let's move on to something else. Okay. I would like to know about something that will appeal to casuals, which is a story mode. Now, there are different ways we can tackle this. We can talk about a story mode and like come up with a concept and a general idea of what it is. Or we can work on the roster first and then fit that roster into the story mode. Because I feel like fighting games have done both approaches. Like first they come up with a story mode concept and then the roster is the characters that they need to tell that story. or they
Yeah.
come up with a story with a roster and then fit those characters in the story mode.
Okay.
Yeah. Where do you think you're most comfortable going here? 'Cause I have no idea actually.
Yeah, I'm trying to think here. I think like maybe we look at the roster first.
Okay.
And then we can talk about like stuff like a story mode.
Okay. Chad is gonna love this part. They have done several rosters with me. Maybe I can set up a screen share with you where I show you my Photoshop. Oh, your face is gone. Damn. It's my bad. Boop. Boop. Okay. No! I opened the wrong file. You didn't see this thumbnail. You didn't see this thumbnail. Okay.
Sasuke.
I went ahead of time and downloaded the entire roster from Pirate Warriors 4. This is 52 characters. We have 52 characters from Pirate Warriors 4, but we're using FighterZ as a baseline, so we can only have 24.
Okay. Okay.
There are also a lot of characters missing from Pirate Warriors 4. Characters like, I don't know, Enel, Magellan from Impel Down. There's a bunch of fishmen that aren't here. Because, you know, One Piece's hype comes in waves. So now the hype is on Wano, but during this arc it was mostly Big Mom stuff. So you have Smoothie, you have Cracker, which I can delete right now. Like, I know they're not going to make it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like not out of, if we're cutting this down to 24.
Yeah,
you're not going to see a lot of these guys.
Okay, these guys are gone. Okay, we need to start putting characters in the roster, and we can save some for DLC if we want. This is a season 1. Those are the blue squares.
Okay.
And we need to start cutting. So, first question, Tyrant. Does the entire Luffy crew make it?
I say all of them.
All of them.
Jinbei's DLC.
Jinbei DLC. Bam.
Yeah.
Just like that.
So all of them are there, definitely.
Alright, maybe Luffy goes here. Is this the main spot?
I say Luffy and Zoro have
Luffy,
to be
Zoro.
Yeah,
Bam. Okay. Usopp. And we put Sanji here.
It makes sense.
And we put Brook. We put Choppa. Choppa in Android 21 spot. Oh, good. Yeah. He's the Android 21.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, this makes sense.
Hi. Wait. Okay. Can I change the order of these guys? Put them here. And
Need to get Robin on there, man.
Robin! I'm sorry. Oh, Robin.
Yeah,
Almost forgot.
She'll do that. It's fine.
Okay, create clipping mask, and Jinbei also needs to go down there. Okay. There. Alright. We have our first characters.
Okay, that makes sense.
There's not a lot of slots left already.
I know. But like this, there's no way around it. You know, you have to have this.
There is no way around it.
Okay, so the next most important characters I feel like are Law, Ace.
Okay, Law, I think you're biased. I think you really want Law in this game. I don't think he's like number 1 with a bullet. But sure. But sure.
Maybe, I'm trying to think of like other characters you need to have on the actual roster. Like Law it needs to be on there. I think maybe you can hold back either Ace or Sabo as DLC.
Oh.
Maybe. But like those 3 are 100% in.
Okay.
Like no doubt. Like
I want to ask about these 5 gentlemen and ladies.
Emperors.
Yeah. How many emperors are we going to put in? All of them? Just some? Where are we going with the emperor stuff?
I'm trying to think. One of them needs to be a DLC.
One of them needs to be a DLC.
Yeah.
That's going to be Whitebeard.
You think it'll be Whitebeard? Okay, that makes sense.
Because he's not the current one.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
He's dead emperor. Emperor dead. Emperors are all DLC, says chat. Wow. Okay, maybe.
No. I don't know. The DLC needs to be special, so like, that's why I've got like Jinbei and Whitebeard. I feel like that's much better.
Dude, I feel like you want to have killer DLC, you put Mihawk.
Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to think here.
For Mihawk in there.
Maybe Mihawk, maybe.
I think you do Ace DLC and you just sell a ton of it.
Yeah. Nah, I feel like you're cheating. Fans. If you make Ace DLC, then that's not fair. Nah, I think Sabo needs to be DLC. Sabo. I think Sabo DLC. I think Law and Ace are definitely on the base roster though.
Okay, let's see what that looks like.
Yeah.
And we'll adjust from there. So we got Ace, we got Law.
Yeah. This makes perfect sense to me.
Okay. You guys keep redeeming Ultra Instinct. Why am I going Ultra Instinct all the time? Jesus. What have I done? And let's get Sabo on the DLC train.
Yeah, that's a strong DLC wave right there. First season is definitely looking strong.
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
Okay, let's talk about some villains because we need some villains.
Villains / Marines.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, no more Ultra Instinct. I'm cutting it off. You guys, it's too much. It's too much. You've lost your Ultra Instinct privileges. God damn it. They keep triggering it.
Chat trolling.
Oh my god. I gave them too many points. It's not tipping settings, God. Okay, overall, no, it's where, no, it's not here at all. It's on Stream Manager. Viewer rewards, channel points, manage. Okay. Stop. I swear to God. Cool down. 5 minutes. Once every 5 minutes. You're done. No more.
Oh God.
You like Goku as DLC?
No. Okay, so let's have a look here at some villain characters. So I think like Duffy for sure. The first villain, I think like we need to do it in like arc order. So Buggy. I think Buggy is good to have on there.
Yeah, Buggy is like, he's no one's favorite, but he's always been there. It feels weird not having him.
He's important though.
You're right.
You know, you've got to have him there. Crocodile, I think, is the second most important. Well, the second in line, I guess you could say.
Let
me think here. Who else would be good to have? Obviously, Duffy. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, Duffy. We have Smoker and Tachiji on the Marines.
Yeah, for Marines, I think like we just get
Smoker.
We'll get into that in a bit. Yeah, Smoker for sure.
Smoker has to be there. Bam.
Yeah, Smoker, Akainu, I think. Tashigi can be a part of Smoker's moveset, maybe, or a part of his level 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
She's not important enough to have a character slot.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna make it. No one said Buggy is not important. I just said he's not a favorite.
Yeah.
Wait, did we say that all the Yonko would make it and one would be DLC?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh shit!
I think you can, put them all on. To be honest with you, like, they're all very important characters.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Yeah, I'm gonna move the Marines over to this side.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Blackbeard, we got Big Mom, Shanks, and Kaido.
Kaido, yeah. I think we've nearly got a good mix of heroes and villains on here.
Yeah. Most of the heroes are just Luffy's crew.
Yeah, I know, but unfortunately, it has to be like that.
It is how it is, yeah.
You can't like not have a Straw Hat Crew on there.
Can I make Mihawk DLC already?
Yeah, Mihawk DLC. Yeah, Mihawk DLC.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, let's tackle the brothers. Are they coming or are they gone?
just put Judge. He's Ginyu. Just put Judge down.
Judge is
and then-
Ginyu?
Yeah. Judge is Ginyu.
We have 4 slots left, by the way.
I know.
We're gonna use Judge? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Because I feel like it's important to have him on there for character playstyle variety. You know, if we're talking about characters that can do different things, different abilities, all that kind of stuff, it's important to have Germa on there, because it will bring that, you know, Ginyu style gameplay, which is so unique. He could be DLC though. Like I feel like it's a different.
Okay,
one.
who do you want for the final 4 slots? And you don't have to name 4 characters. Let's just separate them from everyone else.
Yeah, final 4. Kid. Boa.
Marco has to be DLC. Like he's
Marco
not,
DLC.
he's
Marco
not
DLC.
main.
Katakuri.
Ooh. Okay. Kuzan.
You think so?
You don't? Okay.
I was gonna say I think he would be a good DLC as well.
Okay.
He's kind of like you know, doing his own thing.
I can see. What about Kizaru though?
Kizaru, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard now because Fujitora as well is a big deal.
Yeah, he's been a big deal now.
Rob Lucci, I don't know, man. Odin, I don't know. This is so hard.
Odin,
so
I'm
hard.
not sure about Odin because I don't know if he's temporary hype or permanent hype. You know how One Piece comes in waves?
Because they're all on the anime right now. I feel like he could be DLC.
Yeah, I don't know if he's permanent hype or temporary. That's the thing. Like, NL, I don't even have the god NL here. I don't have him. And you remember how much of a big deal he was.
Yeah, I feel like NL could come later as DLC as like a fan favorite DLC. You know, not right now for the base roster, but maybe later down the line, you know, people would be like, "Oh, NL, that's sick."
Do you think Ivankov?
Ivankov, I don't know, man. Yes, I would actually say Ivankov for playstyle variety.
Okay.
Because you could have like 2 stances.
Yeah, I think we need to consider him. Okay, so we're not considering anyone else. Are we good with these 5 here for the final 4 slots? That will tackle DLC.
Yeah, let's see here.
This is easier to look at now.
Yeah, I know. Okay, we've also got to look at like male to female ratio as well, because you want to have a good variety of everybody.
Do you think people care or publish
yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say because there's lots of reasons. Okay, I would say Boa is 100%.
Okay.
She is 100% on. Let me think here. I think Katakuri could be DLC.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. Katakuri doesn't make it here.
Kizaru, because we want a good amount of Navy characters, right? So
yeah, so I think the final 3 should be the Admirals.
You think so? I'd be down with that. I agree. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're the 3 Admirals for sure. So you have Aokiji, Kizaru, Akainu, and Fujitora.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think that's a good roster, and that bumps up the quotation mark villains, I guess. You know, we got like a couple more villain characters on there, and then some ambiguous ones. So yeah, this is a good idea, I think.
Regarding the female character stuff, I do think that it is mostly on the license to have more female characters than the developer of the fighting game.
Yeah.
The fighting game developer just needs to stay loyal to what the IP is. And we have a few.
Yeah.
It's not crazy, the ratio, but 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if we include Ivankov as DLC, you can have stance switch. So that could be like switching between male and female, which is fine. So,
Hormone injection.
yeah. So okay, so for DLC, this is actually really hard. Okay, DLC.
All right.
Okay, get them in the middle.
Get him in the middle.
Get Rob Lucci there as well.
Lucci goes in there too. You mentioned Judge.
Yeah, I think Judge. Okay, so now we need
know then.
Oh my god, it's making it even harder. Oh! This is tricky, man. Okay. So let's have a think here. Right. We need to think about playstyle variety, okay?
And none of these are Lux. You can remove anyone you want still.
Yeah, exactly. This makes it even harder.
And we're not even considering the possibility of multiple Luffys and Zoros, by the way.
Yeah, that's gonna be thought. I guess we'll think about that later.
I'm starting to think actually, Shanks is not launch.
Shanks not a launch? Maybe you hold Shanks back, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, because... Yeah, maybe, you might be right there.
Damn, Major's opacity 0. Come back, Shanks.
Yeah, I think Shanks could be DLC, because who's not going to pay for Shanks?
Every DLC is Luffy and Zoro, you have a good point.
Okay, cool. All right.
If Whitebeard is not canon, I don't think Marco is launch at the very least.
I think Whitebeard and Marco launch together.
Oh, so as DLC?
As DLC, yeah. I think that would be a great idea for like, I don't know, you could even have that as the first DLC like package to keep people interested. So
any pairing is good, actually.
Yeah, exactly. So you've got a couple here. So, yeah, I think this is good. All right. Now we need to think about.
Oh, Ragnar sent me a poll for the top 100 popularity. This could inform something. Hang on.
Okay.
Please stop. Okay. We got the Luffy crew. Hey, look at Law. What? When was this made? Carrot? No way. Stop. What?
I mean, she's pretty cool, but yeah, I don't know.
Number 8? Gosh.
Oh, but I just see number 30. Corazon needs to be DLC.
Corazon. He's not even here. Yeah.
Like, you could have a healing, like, gimmick, something. But yeah, okay.
Crocodile, Jinbei, Marco, Vivi. Okay. Oh, Mr. 2.
Yeah, Bon Clay.
He's not even here. Perona 25? That's crazy high.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, Roger, dude. We don't even have him.
It's freaking One Piece, man. Like, there's no characters that are not cool.
Yeah.
Everyone's cool.
Got Rayleigh, NL.
Yeah, Rayleigh would be badass. Like, there's actually too many.
It's actually too many. Yeah, I just pulled from Pirate Warriors 4. Otherwise, you wouldn't have space on screen. We can. Okay, let's finish this and then we'll look at those characters and see if we replace anyone in here.
Yeah, okay. So I think for that reason, Carrot being so popular, we actually don't have her Season 1 DLC. You hold her back for the next time because that's a guaranteed Season Pass sale.
Ooh, Carrots.
So
goodbye.
So we can push Carrot back till later.
She's Season 2.
If I'm talking from a business perspective standpoint, okay, if I'm talking like the bigwigs do, I'm saying hold back the popular characters.
Yeah, please, Bandai Namco, how do we do business?
Yeah. So this is what they look at. So all right, cool. All right, let's go.
Goddamn, Kobe is not here. Damn.
Yeah, Kobe you could have later on. Like there's plenty, honestly. Rayleigh is 100% in the game at some point as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So okay, we need to look at another base.
Yeah,
I feel like you need like a curveball character, one that people would not expect on launch.
Okay.
So, but it needs to be like an important character as well. So it's still from the ones in the middle. So I actually say Ivankov would be an excellent one on there.
I can see it.
You've got this, yeah, it's like a unique style character. You don't expect it, but you make the play style good. I think it would be great. I think it would be good.
Can definitely see it. And we have 2 DLC slots.
2 left. Katakuri. So I want to. I feel like you can't. There's too many characters here that you can't not have. So I feel like we have to have Kid, but we have to have Lucci, but also we have to have Katakuri. So it's actually too hard. This is actually too hard.
Let's make your roster, man.
Picking only 2 characters from those 5 is so difficult.
It sounds like Judge and Odin are not making it.
Yeah. I think maybe down the line you do like a Wano pack or something.
And this is why sometimes you do it backwards, right? This is why sometimes you go to story mode and you build the story you want to make, and then you fill the roster with the characters that you need to tell that story.
Yeah.
Because
guys,
if you want to make a story mode that touches Wano, you cannot skip on Wano characters.
You can't not have him. And for the people in the chat that are saying they took out Shanks and put Ivankov, I'm talking about unique play styles. I'm not just talking about characters' coolness or whatever. You know, I'm not talking about just, oh, this character's badass, so he has to be in the game. You've got to think about how these characters are going to play in a fighting game aspect as well. So you need to look at what their movesets are going to be like. What can they bring to the table that others cannot? You've got to look at stuff like that, okay? So just to let you guys know.
From a story perspective, I could see swapping Ivankov with Sabo just to have the Revolution Army presence. That's the one thing that I could see. But like, I totally agree with having Eva there as a variety thing. For sure. And when we touch story, we might even swap them, but for now, looks good. Yeah,
for sure.
Who are you cutting?
And plus, Ivankov can have like there's lots of different mechanics you can include for that character. So I feel like that's a great one to have.
Fuck Kuma. Oh, Kuma's not here.
Kuma, 100%. There's too many characters, man. Like honestly, if you're putting it down to 24, it's going to be like nearly impossible to come to a decision. Yeah.
And I think a lot of it is the main crew. Like, not all of these characters would be fun to play, but they gotta be in there.
They have to. There's no choice. Yeah.
Contractually obligated.
I mean, if you look at all of them, they all have pretty unique play styles. You know, you could have Zoro rush down, Sanji mix up, Usopp zoning and screen control. You know, Chopper stances. Like everybody's gonna have something different.
Yeah.
You know, so. Yeah, for sure.
Brook is Eno.
Yeah, Brook. Yeah, exactly. Like he's gonna be like busting out the guitar with the jumps and stuff. So the projectiles, it's actually sick. Okay, so these last 2 slots.
Yeah, who are you cutting?
Hard.
Who are we cutting?
I think that we need. So which one there would be best to hold back?
To hold back for another season?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: when you're making a fighting game, you're planning for maybe a season pass 1 because you don't know how the game's gonna sell.
Yeah.
So you gotta consider that a character might not even make it in the end. And I think it's Lucci.
Think Lucci held back. I mean, all of these characters are still like prevalent in the story. So it's like it's not like one of them went away and then that's it. You know, like
Lucci kind of went away.
Lucci, he's hanging around.
He's hanging around, but. Out of the 3, he's definitely the least significant.
Okay. You can hold Lucci back for another season, I think. But I feel like you need good representation of, let's say, each different crew here. So you need to have some of the worst generation. You need to have, which obviously Kid counts. You need to have some of Big Mam's crew. Obviously, the only one that's going to make the cut here is Katakuri. CP9, CP0, I feel like we can hold back later on and have like maybe a, Silver Pole pack or like some kind of thing later on for Rob Lucci. But I feel like having him on his own, it kind of doesn't really do the character justice. Yeah, it's hard to say, like, because he is an important character. He's one of the coolest, but I feel like there is enough reasons for him to come later on,
Boom. There's your roster. Now, let's look at that popularity poll. Let's see if anyone substitutes anyone. I don't think Carrot is making... Like, we had Carrot in there, and she didn't make it. Yamato smells like spoilers. Rosinante, does Corazon replace anyone?
The
Flamingo's crew. Like I feel like we don't have any Shibukai crew. We have some Emperor crew in here, but we don't have any Warlord crew, I would say.
Yeah.
So I feel like the big guy from Blackbeard's crew would make it before he made it. What's his name?
Oh, the Impel Down.
The
dude.
masked dude.
The man with the huge sword.
Oh no, that wasn't it. It was
wait.
Blackbeard crew. Blackbeard crew. One Piece.
Yes, Jesus Burgess.
Burgess. Yeah, that's the one. Like I feel if we're gonna but yeah, Blackbeard is now an emperor too, so he's not even a warlord. So my whole argument just falls apart.
I mean, you've got the main ones on there. Like, you know, we could go down and say, you know, I want Gecko in the game, but I feel like the ones that you have here are good. We've got like Boa, we've got Buggy. I think this is a good roster to launch with because you've got a good mixture of heroes to villains. You've got like a good mixture of representation in terms of the crews and the arcs.
I love Mr. 2, but I don't think he makes it.
I mean, you could have him later on. Like, I feel like he's unique enough.
You say that for everyone.
That's so true.
You can have him later on.
See, this. Yeah, I know.
I think we'd make a season 2 roster, and you'd still be like, "Nah, he can have that one later too."
Yeah.
Rayleigh is a really strong one though. Oof.
Rayleigh, Garp.
Rayleigh and Garp. Oh gosh.
Sengoku.
I didn't even think of those.
Ah! Oh man, if you said 34, it would have been easier. But I think this is fine, honestly. I think for a launch roster, it's impossible to avoid having all the Straw Hats and then certain key characters like, you know, Ace, Law, Boa, you know.
Absolutely.
But this looks like a decent roster to me.
Yeah. This is causing me some OCD issues.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And actually, no. Let's get the Empress. Actually, you go up there and you come down here.
But man, that looks good. I can definitely mess with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That looks good to me. Can definitely see myself playing some fun teams here.
You gotta go there. You gotta come here. Next to the Warlords, you go next to the Marines. Perfect. That's the roster. Okay.
Looks good to me, man.
Now that we have this roster, and we're gonna ignore DLC because you can't make a story mode around DLC. So let's make these squares. Am I selecting them? No, I'm not. Great. Lock. Unlock. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm just trying to think here. So, okay, so the story can't include DLC, or it can, and then it just means you can't use them. You know, you can only fight them.
Ooh, yeah, you get to try the DLC out for free.
Maybe they do something like that. That could be a good idea.
And then you miss out on the announcements, though.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can only have these guys.
Oh, okay.
I mean, okay. What do we have? We have some big forces here,
enough.
actually. Yeah, we have some very big forces here. We have the Luffy crew complete. We have having Ace is weird for story mode.
Yeah, I know.
Ace
like,
is super weird.
I feel like it doesn't matter though. I feel like with Ace, it's an exception. Like you need to have Ace on the base roster.
Yeah,
it's too iconic. Like you just can't not have him on there.
Make that money, DLC, man. Replace him with Sabo.
Nah. If you make Ace DLC, people will riot. People will be upset. Now I feel like you could even include him in you know, you could even include that in like you could have like a flashback or a dream sequence or something cheesy like that for Luffy. You know what I'm saying? Or you can have like a flashback to Marineford, or you know, something like you can include Ace somehow.
Okay. We have Luffy crew plus Law, and that's maybe one faction, and then we have other pirates, which are Buggy, Croc, Mingo, and
yeah, the good
Boa.
The good thing about
Revolutionary, which is Eva.
yeah, the good thing about Aokiji is like he's kind of like a lone wolf, right? He just does his own thing, so he could be like an ambiguous force that kind of you're not sure whether he's helping you or you know, if he's like doing his own thing or whatever. So yeah, Emperors. Yeah, there's a good mix here.
Yeah, you have basically 5 factions here, even though the Revolutionary Army is kind of nothing, just with Ivankov. But she can play a role narratively, obviously. Like,
exactly. It could be like, you know, somebody there, you know, on behalf of them. So
having Kuzan is an amazing tool.
Exactly, because
he's such a good narrative tool.
It's an ambiguous force, you know. You don't know what his agenda is, which is really, really cool.
Yeah. Then you have Blackbeard's chaotic nature. Yeah. So this has to be an original story. You cannot tell any arc with this roster, so it has to be an original story. We're not gonna write the story here because that takes too long. Let me save this. Let me put this in the document so I can close Photoshop and not take up my entire CPU. Insert image, upload from computer. One Piece roster. Bam. Okay. So we have it here whenever we need it. Oh, can I stop screen sharing? Everything's on the document now.
Oh yeah, cool.
All right. Okay.
Good. Got it.
Okay. Boa is 100% Luffy faction. Not exactly. She is an ally, but she has her own army, so to speak. So narratively, you can also take advantage of that. So you've got these factions. And like the other pirates doesn't mean like they're all together, by the way. It's just so we know. Original story. What's some of your favorite story modes in fighting games?
As far as watching, because I honestly, like, I'm not really too huge into the story mode aspect of these games, because I feel like they're obviously they have to make a story mode. That's always you
gotta cater to casuals, man.
I know, absolutely, 100%. But these things are always kind of just, I feel like if they do them properly, like a cinematic mode, kind of like FighterZ was actually a good one. The way they do the Mortal Kombat ones are really good.
Yeah.
Like cinematic story mode, those are really, really cool. I actually love, going way back, Soul Calibur 1 on the Dreamcast.
Ooh.
Had like a world tour mode. Like it was it wasn't called world tour, but it was like a world map. So having like a world map that you can like travel to different islands. Do you know, like kind of like Budokai 3, you know, like when you can like go around the world and stuff. I feel like doing that would be really cool for a game like One Piece, where it's got like a world map and you can like go island to island, you know, follow the log pose or whatever to wherever you need to go.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be really cool to like progress the story.
Okay, you know, big brain move. You have an overworld map. It's not an open world, it's an overworld. And the overworld is filled with islands. And your goal is to find the One Piece. At the end of this game, you will not find the One Piece. You just heard the One Piece is there. That's the original story. It's like, oh, we know where the One Piece is. And you can find hints as to where that island is by visiting other islands, where you will meet all these different characters. And there's narrative moments for each one of them, and there's fights, and maybe even cutscenes if we're dreaming out, if we're dreaming out loud. That stuff costs money. Big brain move. If you're a fighting game fan, and you just want to unlock, like, we just want to have the entire roster. You just want to have all the unlocked characters. You can just look up a guide, and finish the game in 1 hour.
I feel like you add an arcade mode on top of all this, you know, just to have.
Okay, yeah, sure. Like that's.
Ju-
I think that's a bonus.
Just if people want like a traditional, oh, I want to only fight characters. I don't want to do anything else. This could be like an adventure mode or something. You know, you could call it something like that.
Yeah. I think having the option to look up a guide and finish the game in 1 hour, just like, oh, the One Piece is here, is kind of great for a fighting game. Because you just want to unlock the characters. You just want to go, okay, boof, unlocked. I don't have to deal with that anymore. But make the islands rich, make the story rich, and make visiting every island a completionist sort of deal. Would keep the casual audience very happy as well, and me too. I would totally do that.
And this way you can include a lot of fan service with that, because obviously you're going to have all these different islands with different characters you recognize, and that you can interact with them. They can give you like party buffs, or whatever, depending on what islands you go to and who you fight, and you could have different goals that you need to, or like different challenges for each island or whatever. So there's lots of potential, honestly.
Yeah, each for initial islands work as a tutorial / challenge modes. Like get you used to some of the mechanics, get you used to movement and stuff like that. I would love to see some Grand Blue Fantasy versus killing a bunch of mobs missions. Don't know if you're familiar. Yeah?
Yeah, I have seen that. That is pretty cool.
I think with One Piece that makes total sense.
Yeah,
just
sure.
Powering through a bunch of Marines to get to the Admiral.
Exactly. Just generic, like, either low-level pirates or Navy soldiers or whatever. Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
And you can even have boss battles.
Didn't Grand Blue Fantasy Versus also have something like this?
I think so. I think I saw that, but I never played it myself.
No, I did play it. I'm just trying to remember. I think you go to different islands, and each island has a set of episodes that you can play.
Okay.
But you can't skip. There's a linear progression there. I think here you leave it a bit more open-ended, and I think the game just never points you to your game. Never gives you a waypoint. I think that'd be fun. Like you are building the pieces to find out where the One Piece is. And in the overworld, you can go anywhere in the ocean and be like, search here, which is how you would bypass all of this stuff. You just look up a guide and finish the game in 1 hour. You just, the One Piece is here. Bam.
And then you could have different regions have different scaling like difficulty. So like East Blue could be easy, and then you eventually get to like the Grand Line.
I wasn't gonna make East Blue. I wasn't gonna make a global scale. I was gonna make a more contained thing. I was just gonna make a little ocean with a bunch of islands. Here we're straight up going East Blue, West Blue. We got the red line. We got the.
I want it to be the full thing, man. I mean, honestly, this would be better if like we're talking a bona fide, real deal, huge One Piece game. But I think it would be fun. Like, it doesn't need to be like the biggest thing in the world, but it would be nice to progress up the difficulty and stuff. Or maybe like we have different levels of the story. So kind of like how how in FighterZ you had like the different, I can't even remember what it is now, but like you got the 3 different stories, was it?
Yeah, three different.
So like, you have whatever, East Blue, whatever, and then Red Line, Grand Line, or even like Grand Line Wano or something. I don't know, but it would be cool, like to have like a proper story mode. Yeah,
I think as an RPG sort of thing, getting past certain obstacles, like the Red Line, for example, requires certain ship upgrades that you can find in the islands. You have sort of a progression there, which also locks you from finding the One Piece right away. But like, hey, here's the guide. You go to these different places to get these upgrades, and you go straight there. You're done. You've unlocked every character. Or you can just not look up a guide and figure that stuff out by yourself. And it's cool because the game never gives you a waypoint. So you have to, pay attention to character dialogue, to hints, to that sort of stuff, and do that exploration as if you're a real pirate. I don't know if we find the One Piece. Maybe we come up with a different objective, but
maybe depending on who you're playing as, you find like their rival or whatever instead, and you have to have like a final showdown with them.
Ooh, that's fun. Hang on. How can we do that? So you can play as Luffy, obviously. Who else can you play as?
Maybe you can play as like the captains, you know, of each crew. That would make the most sense. So you could play as like Luffy.
You just want to play as Law. You're incredible.
Come on, man. He's the best, man. He's the best.
Incredible. Okay, so if you pick Luffy crew, it's easy mode because you got all these characters. You can just go, okay, it's teams of 3, so you can pick any of the of that crew. You can pick if you pick Law as the captain, you can also pick Luffy's crew because he's got no one else.
Exactly. Maybe like Beppo could be part of his moveset or something. You know, like you could find a way to get him on there.
maybe. You do the Warlord Alliance, and you have 4 characters.
Let's see.
The Marines have 5 characters, and if you want the Emperors, you're just stuck with these 3.
Nah, they're unlockable. Like I feel like you can't. You need to unlock them. Like maybe there'll be a special one later on. Like obviously they're on the base roster, but like maybe one of those 4 could be like the.
There's 3 Emperors.
Oh, sorry, 3 Emperors. Sorry, no, I was thinking of White as well. Like one of those could be like the final person you fight against, depending on who it is.
Fight against the 3 Emperors. That's how you unlock them.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's something on this island that you're trying to figure out, that you're trying to find, that is both attractive to pirates and to the Marines, because they both got to be racing to get there.
Yeah, exactly.
Ivankov doesn't fit any of these teams.
That could be interesting. Maybe like, I don't know, you just come up with something generic, like, I don't know, like there was Roger left some clues to the One Piece on this island, and the Navy have to find it and get rid of it or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Roger's treasure map. It doesn't even have to be the One Piece. You can leave it vague. Like, could it be the One Piece? Asks Usopp. I don't know, but it's Roger's, so we gotta go.
Roger left a special log pose or something.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Special log pose. Yeah. Oh man, log pose. Log pose points to next island, but you can also bump into them accidentally. I played a game recently that kind of did sea exploration in a very neat way. But the reason why it works, it's because it's also a crafting nightmare. And I don't want that for this. Spiritfarer.
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah.
Okay, so the way...
Rated T for
Please, Nintendo, don't claim this video. Does it have a map? Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, so you see this map right here. That's gonna show up. Yeah, this map. You zoom in, and you just, like, you don't see any of this. It's everything's covered in fog until you go there. And once you discover an island, it reveals the fog around it. And traveling to each one, like, it takes time. It takes, so let's see. So you see the ship here, it's actually moving, going from one island to the next. And this is, like, you select the item in the overworld, and it just goes there. I was thinking, yeah, maybe something like this would be cool. And you can just stumble into islands, or you can follow the log pose. But the thing is, the traveling is boring if you don't have anything to do on the ship.
Yeah.
But you gotta have that time commitment to, like, go somewhere. Otherwise, you just keep clicking on the map until you find something.
Yeah. Maybe, like, you get ambushed by other pirates, or, like, you know, and then that could be the trigger to do those little battles, and then you get some bounty or some reward for doing it. Like,
you're doing random battle encounters.
Yeah, like you see the ship moving on the map, you know, going along, and then, I don't know, you get ambushed or whatever.
Oh, but, okay, I see.
But again, I'm trying to think of a way you could make that a bit more interesting, because that's a bit meh.
Yeah, everyone loves random encounters in RPGs, don't they?
yeah, but you need some kind of way to, like,
prevent people from just clicking all over the map.
Yeah,
you gotta make them commit to a decision.
Exactly. And like you could have, I don't know, something happening in the background. Like you could be training your characters that you're not using, or you know, there could be like an auto level up thing going on there, or like you could be farming for items, you know, in-game currency or something like that. Like you could send your crew off on like a, I don't know, some kind of treasure farming mission or whatever. Lots of different potential there. It's hard to say, really. You could like you could get attacked by a Sea King, and then you've got to like defend the ship.
Oh, Tyrant, you're selling me on this so much.
Like, there's lots of cool ideas, man.
Yeah. While traveling, can get attacked by pirates, marines, or a Sea King. Boss fight.
Yeah, and then you fight like a giant thing on the ship. Or
I like it. I like it. Raiders of ships. Let's turn this into a multiplayer story mode. Let's go.
Like the MMO.
Let's go.
But then, yeah, you need to like get supplies and stuff. So like maybe you can like stop off at certain islands and then like stock up on supplies and like keep your crew healthy and replenish your life and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
okay.
you need to be prepared if you're going on, if you're going on the high seas, man. You can't just go out there. You need to be ready.
Health regen items. Because it is sort of a survival mode until you get to the next island. Yeah, like getting to an island has to be your goal at all times. You can't just spend the entire time on the ship because you've got food and cola to worry about. So you gotta restock at some point. So you can't just be out. Yeah. If ship runs out of resources, reset to last island. So like you're encouraged to stop occasionally from island to island.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
God, I love this concept.
Yeah, you can't just go all in all the time. Obviously your crew will like level up in strength. So like the story mode is completely separate.
I don't like that idea actually. Level up in strength. Yeah, no, the RPG aspects of the Dragon Ball Fighter story mode is actually very off-putting to me.
I actually only played it once. I haven't touched it since. I can't even remember what it's like.
Because basically you just deal less damage and you die in 2 hits. So like that's just frustrating. I think like the ramping up in CPU difficulty is kind of cool.
Yeah,
like,
I think so.
Keep stats as they are.
I think it's cool to have like a base thing, and then maybe you can equip like certain items to your character to make them stronger. Don't have levels then, but have like, I don't know, like different strength of. So like, you can dish out more damage, or you can do more damage to Sea Kings or whatever. Just something so like it makes it a bit more fun. So you can like really dish out a lot of damage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe your defense increases, or a couple of items or whatever you can attach. And the items could be cool stuff that's relevant to the One Piece universe as well.
Folks are bringing up the RPG systems in Granblue Fantasy Versus, and I remember liking that. I don't remember the specifics. I remember liking that minus the gacha stuff, because it's not gacha. There's no gacha stuff in Granblue Fantasy Versus, but there's the legacy of gacha stuff. So every time you have a weapon, if you want to level up that weapon, you got to find duplicates and feed them to that weapon. That kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually played. I used to play the Granblue gacha, and I don't know. I kind of got bored by it, but yeah, there's I know what you mean. It can get annoying for sure.
I like that though. Okay, maybe some light RPG.
Yeah, so like equipping items and stuff,
Yeah, kind of Fantasy Versus to remember what it's like. Okay. We got the roster. You mentioned, I don't know if it's too much at this point. Like we have a pretty robust story mode already. But you mentioned being able to select the character you want to travel as. Is that something you still want to do, given this?
Yeah, for the story mode, I think maybe if you get the choice of like, choose your crew, you can choose, or maybe if it's only 3 at the start, and you unlock more later on, and it becomes like a bit more challenging. Like you can pick Heart Pirate, crew, which is just lore plus the Straw Hats. You can pick the Straw Hat crew, and then like each of them have like different stories. Like I don't know, if you pick the Straw Hat crew, maybe you only start with like Luffy, Nami, I don't know, Zoro or whatever, and you got to like find the rest of the crew or whatever. You know, you start off with 3 and you get more later on. Maybe if you pick the Heart Pirates, you start off with just, you know, lore. It's like a different story entirely. It's like a lore, and then 2 other Straw Hats, and you need to like, you know, get Lore's crew back or something. Not that you get to play as them, but that's like the aim of the story. And then maybe there's like a Navy one, and the goal is to like, you know, take out the, you know, the pirates or the Straw Hats or whatever. So
I can see 3 different.
Yeah, I think 3 to start with would be good, and then later on you get like, you unlock like warlords, and then you unlock like the Emperor story or whatever.
So we're deleting Law, I think.
Yeah,
I think we're deleting Law.
Yeah, compared to the other ones, that one is definitely weaker.
I love that you keep trying though.
I know. It's just people are gonna wanna like.
I know it's your favorite character, and I find it funny that you keep willing him into these things.
I'll find a way. Don't worry. I'll find a way.
It's funny.
This is the good 3 though to start with.
Yeah, I think
like,
so. And like you just because you gotta write 3 different stories already. That take place in the same map with 3 different starting points, which makes 3 different routes for the log pose. And so it's definitely already a very, very robust story mode for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay. And obviously the objective can just be something generic, like we said, you know. So it's easy enough.
Arcade mode, a series of 10 battles, let's say, 10 battles with, how do we do this? FighterZ did an arcade mode that didn't really have any reward, because it was just, I don't know, pick 3 characters and beat this. Traditional fighting games have arcade routes that you pick the main character, and usually there's something at the end related to that character, which is like a cutscene or something, like the slideshow that tells you more about that character. Yeah. How do we do that in 3v3? What do we do here? Series of 10 I was gonna say series of 10 battles with a main character that gives you a cutscene at the end.
Yeah, and this is where you could really start to include fan service. Like, for example, you know, you could show characters in the cutscenes that they don't make a character model for. So there's lots of potential here they could include where it comes to fan service and stuff like that. So yeah, it gives you like a cutscene slideshow thing, like you said.
We can sell this on playtime. You do this 24 times, 240 battles.
Yeah, I mean, all the teams that you fight against could be themed as well. So you can have like a warlord team and like an emperor team, whatever, Straw Hats and stuff. And
for every main character, you have a final team that you fight against that is set. And exactly. Make that coincide with Okay, that's arcade mode. Then we have some online modes. We obviously gotta have some casuals. We gotta have the ranked, which equals bounties. Yeah, we can definitely play around with the bounty system. Meaning taking down a higher bounty increases yours even more.
Yeah, you get it can balance out, and you get an extra. Like,
this is straight up just matchmaking. It's MMR. This straight up MMR. But we're disguising it as a One Piece theme thing.
Absolutely.
Anything else?
Makes sense, to be honest. Like, I'm trying to think of fun ways.
Big question. I forgot the big question. Go ahead. How do you access casuals and ranked? Do you go to a menu or do you make a lobby? This is very divisive in my chat.
See, I don't know.
Yeah.
What would be best, to be honest. I feel like having the option is good. Like, you can just queue up, or you can like set up for your friends or whatever.
So the Guilty Gear way, but Like you can quick match through the menu, but you can
Yeah.
also join the lobbies.
Yeah.
If only the lobbies were good.
That seems fine, to be honest. I don't see any problem with that.
Lobby for One Piece makes so much sense. Makes so much sense.
Ennis lobby.
At the Ennis lobby.
that could be like a mode where you I don't know. It can be like a the levels thing, kind of like Strive, you know, where like it goes up and it gets harder and harder and harder. That'd be cool to have. Or like Impel Down, like the more you go down, the harder they get. The harder the player skill is, you know.
That's our arcade mode.
Yeah, true.
That's our arcade mode right here. Impel
Yeah.
Down. Perfect.
Sick.
Yeah. Sick. I think we've done it. Going back now.
Works out.
Character types.
And you know, little things you can include in this game, like the overlays, like when you're connecting, it's a Den Mushi, like connecting, you know, come on, like, it's got to be done. Like there's loads of little fun things like that you can do with One Piece.
Okay, details. Let's do it. Den Mushi.
Or like, you know, like when there's like
Or loading
news
screen.
or, you know, like an alert on the screen, it could be the little Den Mushi. There's lots of cool stuff you could do with them.
Nice. You really wanted Den Mushi.
Yeah, they're just too cool to not have.
They're too cool. But how do you feel about the Den Mushi in Wano? Like they look like cell phones now. It's like a little stick.
Yeah, the technology improved.
How did it improve? Wano has been closed out from the rest of the world. It's so confusing to
I
me.
don't get it. Just don't question it, man.
Don't question it. Oh, it's the alarm when you find a match? Den Mushi shows up when someone's on Wi-Fi and the match starts to stutter. It's just
all right. We got to talk about something else. Okay.
Okay.
Stages.
Ooh, we can talk about stages. I did want to go back to character types now that we have the roster.
Okay. Let's do that.
Are we doing that?
I think it would cause too many problems down the line for a game.
Yeah.
So I would say do not include character types.
Okay. One of the things the character types was going to solve was the replacement for Vanish that he wanted to include. So if we're not doing that, do we want to revisit that topic?
I think that when you pick your character or when you pick your team, maybe you can, instead of do we want multiple assists? That's the thing as well. Like I feel like that's important to have as well.
What do you mean multiple assists?
Multiple assists.
Oh, multiple assists.
Yeah. I feel like that's too important to not have. Because it closes the game off too much if you only have one assist.
Absolutely, yeah. If someone launches with a bad assist, suddenly they're just not worth picking.
Yeah, it's just annoying, man. You want character variety and like, you know, combo variety. So yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway, going back to what you were talking about. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I say don't have character types. Honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like it will cause too many problems down the line.
And what the where do we leave the Vanish that you wanted to include, or do we just forget about that too?
I think maybe not then.
Okay, so this is gonna be a game where there's no way to cheat neutral like fighters.
Yeah,
like, neutral is neutral.
Exactly. You have to be smart with your assist calls. You have to be smart with how you move around the screen. You know, use your air movement well, because there's going to be lots of that.
Okay, I like it. Coolio. All right, you want stages? How many stages does fighters have? Like 8 at launch?
Yeah, not enough. I know that much.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we can pick 8 now, 8 for now, and then come back to more later on, maybe like 8 good ones.
Now this, hang on. Does it have 8? I think it actually has more. Battle stages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, Namek and Namek destroyed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Would you say that it had 13? Because I actually thought it was a lot less. It had 13 at launch. It has 14 now.
You only see one of them anyway. Cell Games Arena. So, yeah, we can go for 10 right now, maybe.
So here's what we need to keep in mind when selecting stages. We have a story mode that visits different islands.
Yeah.
We need to keep the variety up. and be like, okay, this location, this location, this location.
So straight up, you need ships to fight on.
You need a ship at least.
So you need a ship for each crew. So you need 1,000 Sunny, 100%.
Don't say it. Don't say it. I know what you're gonna say next.
Oh, the.
Don't say it.
Nah, honestly, you couldn't have laws anyway. Like the submarine, there's no space. So a marine, like
you need a marine,
a warship, you know.
Yeah,
like,
warship. Okay.
Like I feel like those are the key ones.
Definitely.
So places, like islands to fight. So
I think so. Looking back at story mode, let's say you pick the Warlord Alliance, and while you're traveling, you get attacked by pirates. Where is this fight?
Okay. Maybe Boa's ship. I don't know.
Boa's ship.
Yeah, I feel like out of those, it's the one that makes the most sense.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's quite iconic looking, and
I hear ya.
you could have the her like crew in the background running around, and you know you could have her sisters there or whatever.
You guys want Bharati?
That could be a decent stage.
I mean, but it's so.
There's not really enough room.
I mean, you can make it.
Yeah.
That is such an early moment that is just so far behind. I think you guys, me adding Bharati right now, you're gonna hate it by the time it gets to 10 stages.
That's a maybe. Let's see.
Yeah.
So you want like visual variety. So Skypia for sure.
You're gonna put Skypia in here and not an L?
but that's a hint that he's coming later. You know?
Wow, it's not even DLC.
That's a clue. That's a clue in it. Nah, I feel like it's just you can't not have it.
Boy,
You know?
boy.
Like what we're gonna have at every level, beach and sea. Like, come on, man, we need to have some variety here.
I think you have. What's the Sandlands? What's that called for VVs? VV One Piece. Oh, what's it? Alabasta. Thank you.
Alabasta, that's it.
I think you have Alabasta.
Alabasta.
Okay, I'm gonna write Skypia and then we're gonna start cutting. I'm just gonna keep writing. Alabasta. I'm gonna. I can't write Wano because we don't have any characters. What's the where the battle happens? The big battle with
Marineford.
Marineford. You need some big marine base.
Yeah. That would make sense as well. Like, even if you don't go there in the story mode.
Dressrosa Arena. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Impel Down. Fishman Island is not happening.
Big Mam's Island for some visual variety.
Big Man's Island?
Like all the different like faces in the background, all like the different candy things.
What is that? Big Man's Island. Okay, that's not what I must have misunderstood. Would you call it? Big Mom's. Oh, sorry.
Big Mom's Island. Big Mom's Island.
This is what I searched.
Big Man's Island. Oh, the giant island? No. Toto Land. That's what it's called. So Whole Cake Island. Whole Cake Island.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Whole Cake.
said. Yeah.
I'm very lucky that Safe Search is on.
Yeah, I think Whole Cake Island is good.
I saw Shabodi. I saw Annie's Lobby. Annie's Lobby's not gonna make it if we don't have Lucci in there.
Lucci's too important there.
Punk Hazard.
Maybe like Water 7 would look cool.
Oh, Water 7. I want to write Wano even though we don't have Wano characters. Mirror World, definitely not making it. Anyway, let's put this in the next page, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 14.
That'll do.
14 is exactly the number for fighters.
That's fine. I think that's a good mix of like, because you have like 3 ships, and then we've got like a bunch of iconic.
Mirror World
locations.
would definitely be a fan favorite. What the fuck? Look, there's one fight that happens in Mirror World. There's one fight. Please. And it doesn't even look that good. The fight is awesome, but the stage,
Not in the anime. It lasts too long.
Mm.
But this is good though. This is good. I like this list because you got a good spread going on.
It is a great fight. That is true. But we're not telling the One Piece story here. We're telling an original story, and we're jumping from island to island. Like having that close space. It's weird. Zoo? You mean zone? In Punk Hazard's already there. Thriller Bark, someone said, but we don't have. We don't even have. It's just Zol. Sorry.
Yeah, have Thriller Bark as some like I don't know Halloween DLC. You can do like.
Yeah, you gotta release Moria if you're doing.
Yeah, Gecko and then Perona as well maybe.
Why not Whole Cake Island? It's here. Pay attention. Yeah, okay. So Thriller Bark, we can't do it. We can't do it. We can't do Thriller Bark. So I didn't even think the cat and the dog dudes. We didn't even consider them, but okay.
Oh, they have to come later. DLC. DLC.
Stop promising them stuff, Tyrant. It's not possible. They're all DLC.
Yeah, they are awesome, man. They are. I love those characters.
Yeah.
So good.
Arlong Park, probably not. Yeah, I'm gonna delete Wano. I'm gonna delete Zo. And we're still with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. You can make a later edition, just like they did Galactic Arena.
Yeah, this is good though. This is a good list.
This is a good list. Punk Hazard is a weird one.
It looks cool though.
It looks super cool. We just don't have anyone from there. I mean, no, we have Kuzan actually. That's when he first showed up.
And
his
Doflamingo technically as well.
Technically, you do destroy his thing. Okay, yeah, you can definitely see like as you're traveling, the fights take place in your own ship, your own faction ship. So you have the 3 ships, and then it's just a bunch of different islands with
exactly. And then they could throw in some just generic kind of unnamed ones only for story, just like a beach, you know, or like a.
I think those replace these.
Yeah,
I don't think you can just add stages.
Exactly. This is fine. This is a good list.
This is a good list. Water 7 may be a bit too specific, but I like the look of Water 7 a lot.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it looks great.
So nice. I think we're done, Tyrant.
Yep, I think this is good for us for today, man. This is cool.
I think
and now I'm going to be disappointed that this game doesn't exist.
Now, just chill. First of all, we're still going to be able to live the dream as we are making the video. So this is going to turn into a collab between me and Tyrant. I'm going to make a script out of all this that we've been doing today, and both of us are going to voice that video. Then it will be animated and edited, and we will live this One Piece fighter's dream for a while, and the depression will start once that video ends. That's when it will hit you, Tyrant.
I'm going to be like, we're going to talk about it all theoretical, and then I'm going to be like, I want to play it, man. I want to play the game.
Blue Hack in chat says, my uncle said expect E3 to have news. Wow. I mean, it doesn't get any better than streaming with a Bandai Namco employee talking about One Piece fighters. So you have the power to make this happen, right?
I wish I did. I mean, I wish I did, man. Like, I wish this game existed. I really do. Like, come on, man. Like, all they have to do is look at FighterZ and how well that went down, and just
but if you were Bandai,
if I was the guy in charge, this game would exist already.
If you were Bandai,
I'd be playing it.
Yeah, but would you legit risk making a Naruto or One Piece Fighters over Dragon Ball Fighters 2?
That's a good point.
Like, what's the safest investment?
I feel like if these games, though, like DBZ, it has the most appeal to a worldwide audience. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I know that like One Piece and Naruto are. One Piece is the biggest selling manga of all time, but it doesn't matter. I feel like that you got the generation gap. More people are going to be aware and want to play a DBZ game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I think, like and for some reason, just in the West, One Piece doesn't catch up.
it's weird. Like worldwide, One Piece is the biggest selling manga of all time. It's like top 4 best selling comics, like of every comic ever made. So it's actually crazy. But I agree. Like it's a when it comes to the West especially, it's a very love or hate thing with it, really. Or like, you know, they just see how long it's been going and they're just not interested, or they don't like the character designs. That's a common one I hear from a lot of people that haven't watched One Piece. They're like, oh, I just don't like how the characters look. But from anyone that's ever tried to watch it, they're like, it's the greatest thing ever.
Kind of get it. It's like sometimes they really go crazy with character. Like Big Mom looks awful. I don't like Big Mom's design, you know? Like,
yeah,
they really
enough.
go exaggerate those facial features. I don't think Oda does that for any of the Luffy crew. But whenever like he starts introducing some villains, sometimes he goes way overboard and like the overall aesthetic starts to look a little bit weird. I can see that criticism for sure. Even though I just think like overall I actually kind of like that because it makes each arc feel a bit more unpredictable design-wise, and that's cool. Orochi, yeah, man, fuck Orochi's design. It's so gross every time he's on camera. Like, God, I hate this man. But like, I think that's successful design. That's on purpose. That's making him look like a character that you want to hate.
Yeah, he's a genius. This guy's had this story written. You know, it's a long-term plan story. It's one of the greatest stories I think ever told. So.
Yeah, the recent flashback into Odin times has brought back so much stuff that I was like, I completely forgot. Right, that was the thing. Like, oh yeah, they're allies with the animals. I was wondering how that happened, and like here it is, everything like this. The ability
the world building, the power scaling, the way things are laid out and built up for so long in One Piece, it's like it's almost unmatched, man. It's just there's so many like questions that you have following the story, but they like, you know, everything gets answered eventually. So it's just a great ride, man. Like I like if like for whatever reason you're watching this and you haven't tried checking out One Piece, just please try it, man. Like just go and watch it. It's
a big ask.
Read it.
I mean, it is a big ask. It is a lot to catch up now. But
yeah, I know, but it's so rewarding.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to catch up. Think about it like that. You don't have to catch up. You can just enjoy good anime or manga forever, and be like, hey, whenever I feel like it, I'll pick up that arc again.
Right.
You don't have to catch up. Just give it a shot. Anyway, thanks, Tyrant.
No worries, man.
This was a lot of fun. I'll do the heavy lifting and turn this into a script. Then we'll share it, and we'll both voice the video.
Amazing, man. That sounds like a lot of fun. But yeah, thanks for having me on today, man. I appreciate that. Thanks to all of you guys for tuning in on Glugby's stream while we go over this. That was really fun, and I'm looking forward to continuing the One Piece Fighters stuff.
Yeah, we'll definitely pick that up after the Strive beta, because now it will be a lot of Strive time.
Absolutely,
right.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Tyrant. I'll see you.
No worries,
see you next time, man.
See you later. See you guys.
Bye. What did I tell you? It's always a good time when Tyrant is on stream. So fucking cool. We did it. We did it. Honestly, my favorite part of this whole game, and I wasn't expecting this before I started the stream, it's this fucking story mode. Dude, this is insane. This story mode is insane. Well, there goes the guest cam. This story mode is kind of nuts. Like, I almost feel more hyped for this than the fighting game. Almost, but not quite. Yeah, we have a roster. I don't like this background. We'll change it. We'll make a starter screen and everything. Anyway, what's going on? Why? What do you want, Discord? I've been sponsored. I've been tagged. Why have I been tagged? Just in everyone. Oh well. Anyway, I have news. You guys remember Fantasy Fighters? Look who joined. Look who joined. We got Lord Knight in here. Okay. Let's see. Smooth Butter signed up. Smooth Butter signed up with caller 3. That is Android 17 C assist. Gogeta SSJ4 A assist. And DBS Broly C assist. Smooth Butter. Congratulations. You are in. Bam. Okay. We got Xenon. We got Lord Knight. Baby. And we got Mr. Brown. This means there are now less than 20 slots. Okay. So if you want to sign up, there are now less than 20 slots. Until signups close. And then we stream this every Monday. Subscribe now. After you subscribe, go to your user settings, connect your Twitch account to your Discord account, and my Discord will know that you're a sub and give you access to this chat as well as all the other chats that have a little bush next to them, including tournament signups for the Guilty Gear tournament. It's starting next Monday. It's starting next Monday, no matter what. No matter what. I will fill this up myself if I need to. We're not waiting. We're not waiting. Forgot Casino City from the Gold movie as DLC stage. Wow. Yeah, Guilty Gear tomorrow. I'll be giving my best to learn Anji. Rinnegan will be learning Ino, and then we'll fight. So you'll get to see the 2 new characters. And then I'll figure out who to main for the tournament. Random question. Did you make a tutorial guide for Guilty Gear? Kind of want to try it out? Nope. I didn't. You gotta figure it out. We're all figuring it out. They keep changing stuff, so it's not like making a tutorial now would be very helpful because they keep changing stuff. Xenon has Gogeta and Cooler C. I like that Lord Knight went with with his actual team. Go Tanks. Roshi B. Oh my god. He doesn't know. Z Brolier. Okay, and DBS Broly. B. Z Broly. Ooh, Mr. Brown with the Brolys. And the Cooler. Wow, big boy team. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 spots left for Fantasy Fighters. 18 spots left. Alright. Wolfmonger did, but yeah, as Glob said, they keep changing stuff. Yeah. What is Fantasy Fighters? So Fantasy Fighters is going to be a show every Monday where we have CPU fighting against CPU. You can register as a sub or a patron. You basically just type your team in here, and then every Monday you watch them fight here on Twitch for the next 9 weeks. For prizes, first place will select a game. We'll just host a tournament for the game that you chose. Second place, free Discord access for 2 months. Third place, choose an emoji for Discord. First place can also do the emoji and gets free Discord access. Second place can also do the emoji. It's for subs. Sounds fun? Yeah. We've done a few fantasy leagues and they've went really well. We've done Fantasy Storm and we've done Super Smash Bros. Fantasy. And both of those were really good. Now we're doing Fighters. In 10 hours, the Guilty Gear beta will start. 10 hours. Doesn't matter the time zone. In 10 hours. I'm not streaming when the beta opens. I'm going to sleep, and when I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to be like, hey, Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear is here. And then I'll start streaming. I'll probably be streaming the entire day, by the way. I'll probably just be streaming the entire day. I regret being a PC player now. Chill. It's just 3 days. It's just the beta. Don't worry about it. The game will come out for PC, and hopefully it will be good on PC. We don't know about that port. Sleep? What is that? If you don't sleep today because you want to play the Strive beta, you're actually doing yourself a disservice. Because the beta will be up for 3 days, and you're going to have to sleep at some point. So you optimize thinking of the 3 days, and you don't You don't optimize for today. You optimize for the 3 days. You get the most out of the beta. You gotta be optimal. You gotta be optimal. Yeah, it will also have a harder time playing if you're sleepy. Which is why, like, I'm just gonna sleep as normal. I'm going to bed, wake up early, have my coffee, and then like, oh, a Guilty Gear is here. Maybe I should start streaming. I'm not even telling you at what time I'm starting the stream. It's during the morning, but I don't know when. It's whenever I wake up, have my coffee, and wash my face. That's when I do it. Staying up to practice because they didn't play the last one and are in the turn. What? Heat? Oh, okay. I mean, he's got a full day of practice plus some time on the following day. Sleep today, don't sleep Friday, Saturday, and then sleep Sunday. There you go. That's optimal. That's optimal. The chance of not being able to join because servers crash from too many people trying to join at the same time is probably lower as well. If you sleep and just join 2 hours after it opens, yeah, maybe. Like if everyone's trying to join at launch, it's hard. Big Gaz, what happened earlier? Like you guys were going so fucking hard on channel points. Like what the fuck happened? I was like trying to have a conversation. You guys were like, oh my goodness, Ultra Instinct, Ultra. I had to put a cooldown on that shit. Unbelievable. Yeah, okay. 5 minutes on Ultra Instinct. Congratulations. I mean, yeah, the points are there to be used. I made that for you. But like, it felt like you guys are being extra. Here, we're having our 5 minutes for the day excuses. I just said it, we were doing it again. You're not doing Ultra Instinct for 5 minutes. The cooldown may be a bit too long, by the way. I did that in a panic. I will lower the cooldown. But I will keep a cooldown. I like Gaz without cooldown. That's fine. A few rewards, channel points. Let's lower the cooldown on Ultra Instinct. I did 5 minutes in a panic. Up to 7 days? Yes, 7 days cooldown. Thank you. Can't take us anywhere? What? What about what? No, I didn't do 7 days. Chill. Salt is fine. Salt is fine. Shower me in salt. Oh, does Mass Effect come out? Shit, Mass Effect came out. I want to see what that looks like. I trust this man with my life. So whatever he says this collection is, I trust him. This is a close friend of mine. We're gonna rate him. Because I want to check out the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I want to see what that's all about. I want to look at the graphics. I want to see what's changed. If you guys want to see it too. Let's get in there. What the fuck? Where's my raid command? Oh my goodness. I can't... I don't have the button to raid. I don't have the button to raid. Raid already in progress? No, it's not! What? How do I hit the button to... It bugged out. It bugged out. It bugged out. Can I cancel the raid and do it again? Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Twitch is mixing me. Does it time out? Does it time out? How long is a raid? How long do I keep the raid without... If I don't press the button, how long does it go for? Oh. A minute? You already have a raid in progress. No, I don't! Did we raid him already? No, we haven't. Does it raid if the timer expires? Or does it cancel it? We're gonna find out together. We're gonna find out together. It says I already have a raid in progress. Yeah, salt me. Timer's not even there though. Yeah, the timer is usually what I click to say raid now. Who knew we were raiding the air? We are raiding the air. We are figuring this shit out together. Don't you dare leave now. Don't you dare! Keep saying I already have a raid in progress. If I end the stream and start it again. Stop stream and restart it just to raid Rui. Let's do it. Let's do it. You guys with me? You guys will stay? Will you guys stay? Are you with? Are we all together in this? No, you can't leave. You can't. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream and start again just to raid this man. Just raiding.